The Money Pit. I love that Tom Hanks movie. Definitely a classic, one of my all-time faves. So we've got 5 rounds again today. So again, we're looking for that accumulating time throughout your workout, trying to go through these movements as quickly as you can while still maintaining that good form and trying to keep your heart rate where it needs to be so you can get through it. So today, 20 repetitions again for each movement. You've got lateral step-ups on the right side, lateral step-ups on the left side, up-down planks, some sumo pull squats, some leg lower to reverse crunches, and we're going to wrap it up with some push presses. So we're going to look into having some dumbbells or gallon jugs or some kind of 2 things that you can hold in your hands or one singular item underneath your chin to work into using that for the push press to get that movement going. So again, 20 repetitions of each, 5 total rounds for time. Let's dive in. So for our first movement, we've got that lateral step up on the right side. So if you've got a coffee table, the lower step, the second step, curb, anything you can use to get that elevated surface, we're going to keep your right foot on to start. That is going to be the leg doing the work. So I like to coach people to try to keep that foot towards the edge of the step so you don't have too much lateral movement. We're keeping the weight in that right heel, we're stepping down and getting a little bit deeper into a bit of a squat, and as we come out of that, we're pushing through that right heel to straighten that right leg and bringing that left knee up to about 90 degrees. So these should go fairly quick. You can add resistance by holding something as well, or keep it body weight and try to move a little faster for a different stimulus. After that first 20, we switch right on over to that left foot, same premise. Left leg doing most of that work, that right leg is really just for that bit of a balancing point and helping you get a little lower into that squat as you lower yourself down. But again, always keep the weight on that left heel on this side, squeeze that left glute nice and tight for stability. Again, 20 on each side, and then we'll move on. Okay, legs are a little toasty, heart rate's up a little bit. Now we're gonna work a little bit of core stability. We've got that wider stand to these up-down planks. So we wanna keep your hips as still as possible as you work your way down to your elbows and then back up to your hands. The more you can keep your hips stable and from moving, that just means that you're keeping your abdominals even tighter to help work into that core stabilization, which is ultimately our goal. We are looking for 20 here, so you can split up dropping to the left side first and then dropping to the right side first. But again, just 20 total. If it's a little too challenging on your toes, just like Caitlin did, you can always do these from your knees, or you can get a combination of both. Either way, try to find what's the challenge for you and make sure you're planning that throughout the workout and trying to push through keeping that same split that you had. And next, we are working into those sumo pulsing squats. So we're never coming fully upright here. We've got that nice wide stance with your feet, and we definitely have a wider angle with those toes. So that's going to help keep those knees tracking right over those toes. You want to send those hips back, arms out in front to counterbalance, and we're just getting that pulse. So we want that depth, but we're only coming up about halfway with each repetition. They're going to go quick, but they are going to burn. Okay, we're getting onto your back next. We're going to slide your hands underneath your butt, and we're going to crunch that chest up a bit to really focus on that squeezing of those upper abdominals. We're going to start with your legs straight. We're going to lower them down towards the ground, and as we bring those legs back up, we're going to get that reverse crunch in there so that lower back and that butt kind of come off the ground to recruit those lower abdominals a little bit more. So that's really the important part here, is making sure we keep that lower back nice and flat. You can always reduce the range of motion of lowering the legs, or just like Caitlin is doing here, you can alternate the legs and still get that reverse crunch with those hips coming up. So that's going to be a way where you can sort of break up the work and take some tension off of your lower back. So now's the time when you want to grab those dumbbells or that element you want to use for resistance for that push press. We've got 20 of these. We're going to start with your feet underneath those shoulders. We're going to let those knees dip forward, drive through those heels, and as you drive through those heels, we're going to straighten those knees nice and quick to use that boost to get those weights overhead into that pressing motion. So that's the objective here. Weight always staying in the heels. That chest is going to stay very upright as well. We're not sending that chest over your hips as we do with a traditional squat. We're just getting that little spring of those knees and little spring of those legs to help get those weights pressing overhead. It helps if you keep those palms facing each other during this movement. And as you see Caitlin breezing through those, you can work into finding that resistance. So that's one round. Again, we're looking for a total of 5 rounds. Post your time, post a sweaty selfie, post some questions if you have them. Let us know what you thought. Let us know how you did, and we can't wait to see you in the next one.